So you don't need a lot of gear to go gold panning. Look, just a pair of wellies and a small bag. I'll show you what I've got in it in a bit. So this is all you need to go gold panning with. This is all I've got in my rucksack. I've got a crevice pump. It splits in two so it fits in a small bag. I've got a pan and a classifier. The new crevice tool and a small crowbar, and that's all you need to go crevicing. In my side pockets I've got a trowel and a snuffer bottle, and there I've got a fold away shovel if you really want to do some shoveling, and that is all you really need to go gold panning, to go crevicing. So we've still got really high water, we can't really get in the rivers, but I made that crevice tool last week, so I've got a couple hours to spare, so I thought I'd come and try it out. And we've got this outcrop here of bedrock sticking up, and it's full of cracks. The rock is all cracked, so it's a perfect place to try the new crevice tool out. So we've just got to pick a spot we think is worth having a look at. You can see someone's been there before, plucked that rock out, and you can see the cracks that the tool I've made can get into, that sort of crack. So you got this low bearing channel. I suppose the water would fly up here fast, but when it recedes it's just going to drop out. And I found a big flake up the end there before. But where shall we try? Look at that odd looking rock. That's a strange looking rock. Don't know what that is. Very weird. I've spied a bit of a crack. It's actually a very deep crack. I might give up on it. We'll have a go. See what the old scraper's working like. Look how well this new scraper works. It's absolutely brilliant. Making light work of this crevice. I've gone a bit too deep. When you're crevicing, you should try and take a layer off at a time. And my new tool is so vigorous that it just went straight into the bottom. So you've got to be a bit more careful than I was then. So the crevice carries on that way. So bring some of that out. Just look, you can lever with this crevice tool. It just rips them out. The key is unlocking the stones one by one, really. Once you loosen one up, the rest start following. So this crevice is a perfect location, but it's not compact enough. It's pretty easy to pull it all to bits. You really want to look for a much more compact one if you want some ancient gold. Nothing very interested in that. There's one minute speck there, maybe two. So now I'm hydraulicing the crevice. Just put a pan full of water in at a time to wash all that dirt out I've just disturbed with the crevice tool. I'm going to scratch up all that bottom and then we're going to pump it out with a crevice pump. You can see I could get the crevice pump right in the bottom of that crack now and suck it out, put it in the pan. So I've got videos on how to make both these tools on my channel. Gold panning doesn't need to cost much in the terms of equipment to be able to retrieve gold. See, I've sucked that crack right out now. It will slowly fill back up with water. You can see the water trickling back in there. So I could carry on scraping, but I've only found 1-2 specks of gold, so I'm going to give up on this crack. But it gives you a good idea how the crevice tool's operating. Look how quickly that's filling back up with water. So I'm going to pan that out now and call it a day. So it was just a little vid to show you the crevice tool I made in the last episode in action. Cheers. So there's actually a few micro dots out of that crevice, and that's my lot. I've got to get back to work, so I can't spend any more time today. But that was how the crevice tool operated, and we got a few more specks. Nice. And that is all I needed, and I didn't even use the crowbar. I just used my crevice pump, the crevice tool, a pan and a classifier, and I got myself a few specks of gold. That's the way to do it. You don't need loads of kit. That's all we got today. 3 micro specs.